to G9ijaTV News Headlines with your host, Dr. Chan. Subscribe to G9ijaTV News Headlines. Thank you.
Our viewers, wonderful fans, family, friends, welcome to G9ijaTV News this morning. I'm your host, Dr. Champion. How was the night? Slept well. And thank you for always watching our channel. Thank you for always being tuned. Thank you for always being there for us. Alright, this morning before our news stories, we'll be talking about combating cholera. Trying to tackle cholera. What are the safety tips and health needed to prevent cholera, and God forbid it's already there, to combat it effectively? Okay, a whole lot have been said about the cholera outbreak, especially here in Nigeria, and of course that here also that we are domiciled. But for the sake of just information, we shall be bringing to you antibiotics, and usually it's advisable that these things will be administered by a health professional, your doctor. Provision of water, basic sanitation. There are ways of combating the spread of cholera. Ensure that every time you have access to safe drinking water, have access to non-contaminated. Try to enhance and promote the hand hygiene. Wash, of course, wash your hands frequently, minimum of 5 times. It's minimum. If you consciously say to yourself, make minimum 5 times, it will become culture. Okay, hygiene practice and control the transmission of cholera and other water. You agree with me? In the raining season, unfortunately, we saw flood last week, which was the 2024. We saw the heavy downpour of us. And of course, we know that beyond that, we are trying to see how we can make sure that we don't. Okay, then also, what is it? Please understand that rehydration therapy, which includes oral rehydration solution, ORS, is the most important treatment for cholera. You might have cholera, start drinking ORS and get medical attention immediately. All right. Signs, we'll just quickly share one or two for sake of time. Signs and symptoms of cholera. Diarrhea. Cholera-related diarrhea comes on suddenly and can quickly cause dangerous fluid of water, loss of fluid in the body, as much as a quart. A quart is about 1 liter. And of course, as much as a quart an hour, that's for every hour you are losing 1 liter of fluid in your body. That's it. And of course calls for prompt medical attention. And also we have nausea and vomiting. Symptoms of cholera infection, nausea and vomiting. Vomiting occurs especially can last for hours. The third symptom of cholera, we can say dehydration. Okay, what are you expected to eat to treat cholera? Of course, you know that you have also lost water. Eat whatever your stomach can digest. Advise that since your body is losing fluids, it's also very important to replenish those fluids. What are the complications that cholera can present? Complications of cholera: hypotension, which is like a death sentence. Hypotension, of course, we know. TV channel. Hypotension is low blood pressure. Then we also have hypovolemic shock. hypovolemic shock. Okay, this it can lead to coma. It can lead to renal imbalance, electrolyte imbalance, hypokalemia, hypocalcemia occasionally. Then we have metabolic, and God forbid sometimes cholera can. So as we round up these stories, it's important for us to just tell you that this morning you should try to see your health symptoms of cholera. The best prevention for cholera, like we tell, especially all travelers area are not found, should observe. Number one, drink only water that you are boiled or treated with chlorine or iodine. Drink only water that you are boiled or treated with chlorine or iodine. Made with boiled hot water and carbonated bottled beverage. No ice. Very, very important. And last but not the least, this important way to stop cholera from spreading. Provide safe water. Encourage hygiene practices. Okay, then to prevent the spread of cholera, handling of corpses, dead people burial should take place as quick as possible. Don't forget that cholera is not good. The bacteria then makes the small intestine secrete that makes it to leak fluid, or leading to diarrhea. Cholera usually doesn't spread from person to person, but it can. So it's important that you wash your infection. That the bacteria that make the small intestines, the bacteria then will make the small intestines to leak, like secrete, leak fluid. And when your small intestines begin to leak fluid, can also lead to diarrhea. Cholera doesn't spread from person to person, but it can actually still be spread. And finally, wash your hands to prevent infection. I'm very sure that you will stay safe of cholera. All right, like they say that. Okay, so away from that, we are hitting the news headline. Tell you what of daily newspapers. And this morning we are starting off an interesting news from the Sahara Reporters. The Sahara Reporters about Nigerian university staff unions declare nationwide withheld salaries. Nigerian university staff unions declare nationwide protest. The unions have expressed frustration over what they perceive as the government's disregard for their financial and welfare concerns. The Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities (SSANU) and the Non-Academic Educational and Associated Institutions (NASU) has directed its members to commence a nationwide protest on July 2024. Details of that can be seen from the Sahara Reporters. Please get to. Away from there, we move over to the Punch newspaper. The Punch newspaper has this interesting bold line: last man records 256 casualties in 6 months. Last man records 256 casualties in 6 months. The Parliament Authority has disclosed that it recorded 256 casualties on the roads across the state from January to June 2024. Bakare Oki confirmed this in a statement made available to our correspondent on Sunday. 56 casualties were recorded during the first half of the year, while 9,370 vehicles comprising of 3,039 cars, 549 buses, and 636 sports utility vehicles for alleged violations. Details of that can be seen in the Punch newspaper. If you're interested, please get yourself in. Of course, we move over to Vanguard newspaper. Flawed. Lagos issues 48-hour Bagada quarters. Lagos State government has issued a 48-hour eviction notice to proponents along the back channel. This was disclosed by and Mr. Tokumbo Wahab on verified X page. Details of that can be seen on the Vanguard if need be. And last but not the least, we'll look at something that caught our interest about the sudden alleged collapse of the national grid on Saturday. TCN says 3-1 collapsed or suddenly removed from triggering collapse. Megawatts suddenly removed from grid, triggering collapse. All right, now the news in detail. The transmission company TCN explained the national grid collapse that occurred on Saturday, 6 July 2024, and announced restored across the country. In a statement on Sunday, the spokesperson for TCN, Ndidimba, said the partial disturbance on the grid was caused by an unexpected tripping of 3 units of a power generating station, which suddenly removed 313 megawatts from the grid. Tripping led to system instability and a partial collapse of the grid, causing blackouts across certain regions in the country. However, he said the grid has been full capacity following the restoration efforts by its operators on Saturday. We can take for you this morning, coming all the way from the stable of the G9ijaTV News Headlines crew. I want to say, please stay safe. Cholera is real. Don't it's my name. Take care of yourself. Bye for now.